Wow, dude. This is awesome. Now, what is this called?
That's the Wendell cheesesteak.
Wendell cheesesteak. Okay. Wow. Hey, what's up? It's Luis with America's Best Restaurants, and we travel the country coast to coast to find the places where you need to eat at on a weekly basis. And today we are in Wendell, North Carolina at a restaurant called Farmers and Merchants, which used to be a building that housed a bank inside called Farmers and Merchants. Now, from what I hear, they have an unbelievable cheesesteak, and if you know me, you know I love cheesesteaks. Plus, they have some other items that are unbelievable. So I'm gonna head inside. Come with me. Let's go eat some food. Dave?
How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing amazing. Love this restaurant. I love the exposed brick. This is really cool. I love it. You designed this, right?
Yes, sir.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Appreciate it.
Really good job. I like how you have this kind of dividing wall with the brick. And so was this brick something that was something new or something that was here already?
So most of the wood you see in here was all repurposed.
Okay.
That brick actually came from, there was a safe back here when this place was a bank. There was a safe back here. So a lot of the brick we were able to save and reuse for that wall. That beam that's on top actually came out of the ceiling that was burned up.
Yeah.
And like even the casings for the windows, the casing for this back here, all this wood actually came out of the ceiling.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's very unique. It's got a little bit of that warm rustic vibe in here, but it's still pretty modern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is really cool.
Thank you.
Now, what do we got going on here?
So this is our Main Street burger.
Okay.
Our most popular burger. It's going to have your, it's kind of your traditional American burger. You got your lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle. The sauce, our chef Crystal came up with herself.
Oh my God.
It's her Farmers and Merchants special sauce that she came up with.
Well, let's give this a shot.
Yeah, and it's 2 4-ounce patties as opposed to 1 big 8-ounce patty. You got cheddar cheese on there, white American cheese on there.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Perfectly salted. That the patties are nice, medium rare, the way that I like.
That's right.
That's awesome. Nice and juicy. Oh my God. And those 2 types of cheeses.
Yeah.
Great, perfect saltiness, crunch of the pickles and the tomato and the lettuce. Oh my God. And perfect bread, by the way, chef. Chef is off camera. Perfect bread because this bread, it doesn't fall apart.
Right.
It holds the components, or the meat, the tomato, everything perfectly. So this is not gonna fall apart. This is a phenomenal burger.
Yeah. Yeah, the brioche bun, I mean, that's one thing. I mean, you get some of these hamburgers where the buns fall into pieces, things like that, but that one's got enough density to it that it holds together, but it's not too dense that it kind of swallows up the burger itself.
So this is just right on Main Street. This is the burger.
That's the burger.
I'm just gonna call it the heavy hitter burger. How about that?
There you go.
Boom, let's go. That's the name. This is so good.
Thank you.
Oh my God. I'm gonna destroy this off camera. Now, Dave, is there an opportunity for me to go in the kitchen with the chef and make an item? Is that cool?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So that's coming up next. All right, everybody, so now we are in the kitchen. This is Crystal. So Crystal, what are we making today?
Right now we're gonna make a pimento biscuit brisket.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started.
All righty, no problem. So we're gonna cut this open.
Okay.
Both of them.
So we're gonna toast that biscuit?
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. So we're putting some
butter down? Yeah,
okay.
we're putting butter
Brown
down.
it out a little bit. Okay.
A little better, just to get it all hot and ready.
And then we gotta heat up the brisket. Okay. This is a pretty popular item, I'm assuming?
Yes, this is our brunch item on Sundays, and we serve that from 11 to 3.
Okay.
It comes with pimento cheese, bacon, pepper, bacon jam, habanero bacon jam, and brisket, and topped with green onions and barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I love pimento cheese, so I can't wait.
Awesome.
Can't wait.
Spatula.
So we're asking for help off the frame for a spatula. Okay.
Sorry about that.
All right.
And we can go ahead and toss it. We only want to get some sear and get it completely warm.
Okay. All right. So this is a pretty quick sandwich.
Yeah, not too hard.
Okay.
Very simple.
I can't imagine. Well, there's a lot of people here and they want this. You're just going like a machine making them, right?
All day long.
Pretty popular. That's awesome.
Actually, it is one of our most popular breakfast items.
Oh, so this is considered a breakfast item?
This is our brunch item, yes.
Who knew? But do people actually order it for dinner sometimes?
No, we only provide it on Sundays as a special.
Okay. Oh, so this is only for, so I feel
Sunday
special. Because today when we're filming, it's not Sunday. Okay. So what's next? So now
we just go ahead and assemble it.
All right, so we're gonna cut and we're gonna assemble next. All right, so now we're ready for planing. So what do we do first?
So right now, after the biscuit is toasted, we're grabbing the pepper jelly, which is a habanero bacon jam.
Okay.
It's smoky.
Okay.
It's sweet, and it's not as spicy as you would think.
Okay.
So first that.
Okay.
Then we go ahead and take our pimento cheese.
Nice.
A nice amount.
Okay.
Oops.
All right.
Then we go ahead and push that down.
I can't wait to try it.
We like to put a lot of pimento cheese.
Oh, you do put a lot.
Yeah,
wow.
Make sure it's worth your price.
Okay.
Sweet, salty, savory, smoky. And then we put our brisket right on top.
Ooh. Okay. All right. I'm excited for this. All right. Next comes the best part. That's where I get to try it.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we have our baskets. We're gonna put that on.
Okay.
And our brisket is already seasoned with barbecue sauce. That'll give it another kind of smoky flavor on the grill. Okay. And then we put green onions on top.
So how do people eat this? Do they pick it up or do they eat it with knife and fork?
I mean, it all depends on you. Some people eat it with a knife and fork, and some people just like to pick it up and just eat it open face.
I like just doing animal style.
Yeah.
We're just gonna eat it. Let's see here. Grab this. This is the best way to do it. Wow, that's really good. That brisket is super moist. Then you got that pimento that cuts through it. Oh, wow. And that jam's got a little kick to it.
Yeah.
Wow. And I like that the biscuit's got a little bit of crisp to it. That's phenomenal. Wow. Look, I want everybody to see this. Just so you can actually see the size of it. Look at that. That's so good. Oh my God. That is so good. Well, I know you have, I think, one more thing to make for us.
Yeah.
So, you mind if I take this outside and destroy this?
Not a problem. Go for it.
Okay, cool.
Enjoy.
So that's coming up next. Thank you so much. All right, everybody, so we're at the final item. This is the piece de resistance. Apparently, this is the most popular item that you sell, right?
Most popular sandwich.
Okay, Dave, so talk to me. What do we got?
All right, so you got a toasted hoagie roll. You have an herb mayonnaise in there that we make in-house. You've got shaved ribeye, white American cheese, diced green peppers, caramelized white onions, and then the Italian Parmesan marinade that we put in there as well. That just kind of, to me, that's what sets it over the top.
Wow, dude. This is awesome. Now, what is this called?
That's the Wendell cheesesteak.
Wendell cheesesteak. Okay. Wow. That shaved ribeye, it's like melts in your mouth, man.
Yeah.
That cheese, the roll is perfect.
Yeah.
Roll is perfect because this won't fall apart. I know I made a mess here, but that's okay.
It happens.
Food doesn't have to be beautiful, it has to be delicious. And this is delicious. Wow. It's just nice and juicy. It's not tough to bite through, so it's got that tenderness to it. Nice salty with the cheese, and you put that Italian Parmesan seasoning or something.
Italian Parmesan
sauce
marinade.
or something. I don't know. But it gives it a whole different flavor.
Yeah.
Now, did you toast this? Because there's a sense of garlic in there.
So that the bun is toasted itself.
Okay.
And it's just a little bit of butter toasted up on the flat top to give a little crispness to it, a little bit of crunch.
This is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Wow. I don't even know what else to say. You need to get this when you come here. This is outstanding. Wow. Oh my God.
Like you can get a Philly pretty much anywhere, but with the herb mayo and the Italian in there, I think that's what kind of sets it apart a little bit.
Yeah, that earthiness, got some pepper to it on the back end. You know, and I mean, folks, look, I've had a cheesesteak in Philly, okay? This right here is phenomenal. I wasn't expecting to find anything like this at this level. I mean, you can get a Philly cheesesteak pretty much anywhere, right? But this, I like how you make that shaved ribeye and just how you marinated it.
Yeah.
And toasted the bun, and the bun's perfect. Outstanding.
Appreciate
it. Now I understand why this is the top seller. This is phenomenal, man.
Thank you.
I mean, that bread's just got that right chew, and then you got that moistness of the shaved ribeye and the seasoning you put in it, the cheese. This is fantastic. Fantastic. No wonder it's the #1 seller, man. I love it. Now, while I'm eating this, let's get into your story, because I know you started when you were in high school, right? In restaurants?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, started at a little pizza place, cooking and delivering.
But before that, you started cooking.
Right.
There's a reason why.
Oh, yeah. So when I was 16, my mother's father got pretty ill, and she's from Europe. So she had to go back over there to take care of him for a little while. And my father can't cook a lick except maybe some bacon and eggs. And my brother just doesn't even know what a kitchen is, really. So it was kind of up to me to start cooking some stuff. And I mean, clearly my mom showed me the basics, this and that kind of stuff you got to do. And I mean, I was always interested in cooking. So that's how I actually got started cooking, because it was more of a necessity than anything else. And then it just led into the career path I chose.
So after being a necessity, what was it about the restaurant industry that you just got a hold of you and never let go? What was it?
Well, anyone that gets in the restaurant industry knows it kind of gets in your blood.
Okay.
And it's just one of those things. You get the opportunity to meet so many people, whether you're working with them or they're customers coming in. So many different walks of life, and just so many different stories you hear from people. And I mean, for me, nothing's better than when I cook a dish like this and I get to see that person's reaction. I get to see them really enjoy something. I mean, that's kind of the main goal of any cook, I think. Well, anybody that actually likes cooking are chefs. They really take pleasure in the fact of creating something and giving it to someone. And I mean, that literally makes their day better. Even if it's just for a moment, it makes their day better. And I mean, that's the goal with everything we do. I mean, it's just something that sticks with you.
I love that. I think the closest thing for somebody who's not in the restaurant industry to have that kind of a feeling is when you give somebody a gift that you know they're really gonna love, and you see them unwrap it. They're like, oh my God, how did you know, right? It's kind of got that similar feeling, right?
It does.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
That's a good way to put it. I might actually use that now. I want everybody walking here to feel like it's Christmas morning after they eat.
There you go. There you go. That's really cool. So I know you bartended your way through college and everything. And what ultimately made you decide that you wanted to own your own restaurant?
I was with Wild Wing Cafe for 13 years. I got to a point that I couldn't go any higher. I was at the pinnacle. I mean, unless someone quit or died, I had nowhere else to go. And it's just one of those things. I mean, when you're working for somebody else for so long, you get to a point, especially when you have a family and stuff, you want to be able to make your own schedule. You want to be able to, and I mean, granted, opening places, it's a lot of hard work. I mean, especially in the beginning, you got to put in a lot of hours, and it's just, that's what it is. But the reward is what you're going for. I mean, you look at the short-term picture, you're like, oh my God, I'm working 78 hours a week. But if you look at the long-term picture of, okay, I'm going to do this for 6 months, 9 months, a year, whatever it is, then you get to reap the rewards of it. To where, but again, that always comes down to good people. And I mean, I've been blessed with the people I have. So, but you just get to a point where you want to be your own boss.
Yeah, and you know, the majority of restaurant owners that I've met, independent restaurant owners, they're not in it for the money. They're not in it, oh, I'm gonna get rich or whatever. It's because of, like what you said, that you want to see that expression on somebody's face when they try the food and like, boom, I got you now, right?
Yeah.
And it's especially the first time that somebody comes in. Because, of course, they don't know.
Oh, no.
They always go with the safe one. Okay, let me get a burger.
Yeah.
Right? And then they bite into it. It's like, now I got you. So now that trust starts to develop.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And then, you know, the service keeps adding to that trust. And now that person's got that positive experience, like, oh my God, I can't wait to go back.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. That's rewarding.
I mean, that's one thing for me too. I mean, in this day and age, I've always been a huge proponent of customer service. Because I mean, there's a lot of people who can cook a lot of good food.
Yes.
There really is. And I mean, especially, I mean, you had Food Network a decade ago come out and everybody decided they're a chef and everybody started critiquing food even more than they did before.
Right.
So I've always been the proponent of customer service is key. I mean, especially nowadays, man, customer service has lost its way.
Yes.
You don't get customer service anywhere anymore. Everybody does the bare minimum.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's with me, my staff, everybody, we always preach about, hey, customer service, customer service, customer service. You got to have it. Because, I mean, like you said, somebody walks in and they've never been to your place before, they're probably going to go with something they know.
Yes.
So when we were talking about this menu and coming up with it, we talk about, okay, we're going to have burgers, but it's got to be a phenomenal burger. Okay, we're going to do a cheesesteak, but how can we separate it from everybody else's cheesesteak?
Yeah.
And it's just something you got to do. And I mean, it's something you got to think about because, again, people are going to go with the safe choice, but if you hook them with the safe choice, then they're going to start branching out and be like, dude, that's a great burger. That's a great Philly. Let me try this. Because if this is that good, I wonder how this is going to be.
Absolutely. Now, Dave, how can people find you online?
So it's ncfarmersandmerchants.com. Website's up there, great website. Menus on there. I mean, obviously Facebook, all the social media outlets, Instagram, whatnot. So any of those areas. I mean, we post on Facebook almost every day, just about things going on, what's coming up. Chef Crystal comes up with specials every weekend where she'll go off menu and just come up with some new ideas. And so we always talk about that. And I mean, that's another way to let people know what we got going on. But yeah, I mean, social media is kind of your avenue. I'm going to start a YouTube channel here soon.
Oh, nice.
Because that's definitely a way of the future too, TikTok.
Yep.
So that's it. I mean, as far as marketing, I mean, I've always said your biggest tool in marketing is the people you have and what happens inside these four walls. Because you can be the best marketer in the world, but if you can't deliver the product or the service, then you did it all for nothing.
Yep. That's true. That's true. Well, you know, we really appreciate the opportunity to come to your house because I feel like this is your house.
Yeah.
So that's very special for me. So we really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoyed it.
Absolutely. All right, there you have it, folks. We had that brisket pimento biscuit. I've never had anything like that on a menu before. That Main Street burger was fire. And that cheesesteak, that was the best thing that I had today. So look, I don't care what direction you're driving, come on down to Wendell, North Carolina, and stop by Farmers and Merchants Restaurant. It's absolutely worth it. You can find a full listing for them on americasbestrestaurants.com. And that's it for us. We're gonna see you on the next episode.